All right, this is a new one. I'm gonna do a review as I walk the dog because I realize I'm not gonna have the studio access for a little while, and I wanna get this review out of John Wick Chapter 4. This is a non-spoiler review, obviously. It is the 4th chapter, and it is a long chapter. It is 2 hours and like 45 minutes. People are like, whoa, that's long for a John Wick movie. It is long for a John Wick movie. And I don't know if I necessarily ever really felt it, to be completely honest. What you do have to realize, some people said it was always like this. I don't think so, but I do think that we've reached superhero status with John Wick, and you have to, I think more so in 2 and 3. 1 was probably the most grounded in realism, but I think you accept it and you kind of wait for it. You kind of wait for the gung fu and the craziness, and yeah, people can fall off big high buildings and land on cars and be just okay. It's part of it. It's what happens, but it's awesome. And Donny Yen, the introduction of him and how he lends his character, they have all of the stuff that you need. The old faithfuls come back. The lore of the movie is the lore of the John Wick franchise. It's there, but there's new rules. But I will say that Skarsgard, whoa, Pennywise no more. This dude is awesome in this role. He is such a really great bad guy. Now, I don't know if he's going to be stereotyped as a bad guy from now on, but he was so good in this role. He's menacing, and you believe the kind of threat that he is to John Wick. Now, there are a lot of the returning beats of, hey, there's a bounty out on John Wick and everybody's got to get him, and then John Wick's going to just kill everybody in the street. He's going to hit them and kill them creatively and then find a way to do some fun stuff with a gun. But isn't that why you're going now? And the question is it a great 4th chapter overall to the franchise? And I think it is. There's some moments that are, it's one of those things where you're laughing of there's a certain moment that happens, and when you see it, you know what I'm talking about exactly, and you laugh. But it's not in a way like, oh, they didn't intend for you to laugh. They're intending for you to laugh because of the stakes and things that are happening. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's what just happened. That happens quite often, and it is a great adventure. And the fact that they can make it 2 hours and 45 minutes and keep it entertaining for that long and not feel overly repetitive. Now, if you're not a John Wick fan, I don't think you're necessarily going to figure, oh, this is the one I liked out of all of them. If you are a John Wick fan, I think you're going to go, oh, look, out of the 4 movies, it is not easy to make 4 really good movies back to back to back to back to back and make them work. They do it here. And Keanu Reeves somehow just gets younger. What he's able to do at almost 60 years old, I guess, you can't even tell. The man is incredible in this role as John Wick, and the supporting cast, everyone else that they add, and Donny Yen is obviously the standout, and Skarsgard, obviously another one who are the standouts of this particular movie. Really dug it, really enjoy it, and overall, what would I rank this one or give it? I'm gonna go 4.3 out of 5. I think it deserves it, and like I said, I know that this review is a little unconventional. I don't have the graphics and all that stuff on there. All I ask you is this: if you can subscribe to the channel. We're over 70,000 at this point, or at least close to it now, and we're reaching to 100. And if you're brand new to the channel, you've never been here before, show a little class, just an ounce. That's what I'm asking for. The dog's asking for an ounce of class. I'm asking for an ounce. Hit that button. Do you want to see John Wick? Do you care about John Wick? The directing, yes. Shush your face. The directing is good. The directing's real good. And it is one of those, it's just like, it's the gun fu thing. No one's going to beat it. You're always going to have John Wick as the reference, and a fantastic entry. So there you go. That's my review of John Wick Chapter 4. Hope to see you again. I got an out of the theater of Shazam, Fury of the Gods coming out tomorrow. All right. Peace out, everybody.